Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Assassin's Creed here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and to start off, we are going to go through all of our investigation information. So, Jubair seems obsessed with destroying every written work in the city, and every day he seems to gather more and more people to his cause. They join him within the Madrash al-Khalasa. This is where he can be found surrounded by his most loyal men. Master, we are close now. Soon the entire city will be purged. Every day more are illuminated and come over to our cause. Should you have further orders, send them to the Madrasa al-Khalasa. It is where I now reside, surrounded by my most loyal men. I suspect the assassin comes for me, as he has the others. I do not fear death at his hands. Only let him wait until our work is finished. I will continue to keep you informed of my progress. May the Father of Understanding guide you. J. Jubair holds daily meetings within the madrasa. I apologize for my pronunciation. To speak with his students. The students then take to the streets carrying the message of their master. One of these meetings is about to begin. I think I will attend. Then, Jubair's scholars are fanatics. They walk the streets calling out to the citizens, demanding their books and parchments so that they might be burned. They believe that destroying all knowledge of the past will somehow allow for a better future. But better for who? And obviously, that is completely backwards. You cannot learn... You have to know the past in order to learn from it. I have found a map where scholars are planning to burn books and other sources of knowledge. Should Jubair escape me, he will probably travel to one of these locations for aid. We have all these locations. Just a little way to keep track of things a bit. Then Jubair is known to wear rich golden robes and carries with him a large pouch. From the other scholars I've seen in Damascus, not many fit this description, making Jubair quite uniquely dressed. So, again, giving us an idea of where he might be. Then Jubair's students have uncovered where Jubair's wife hid some books which are meant to be destroyed. The students suspect their master would want to personally burn these documents. The location of this particular burning is within a small park. So... Master Jubair, I fear your suspicions have been proven true. We followed her as you asked us to, and we discovered she has indeed kept the books. We would have taken them ourselves, but felt it best that you attend to it personally. She is your wife, after all. Below is a map that will lead you to her hiding place. It is a small garden, empty save a sundial and bench. I am sorry it has come to this. It cannot be easy, but I am certain you will do what is right. Your brother always, Hakim. All right. Well, let's talk with the Rafiq and get started with this assassination.
What news, Altair? I've learned much about my enemy. Share what you know then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa al-Khalasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
Alright. Got our feather.
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
And we are off. Almost. If it'll load. There we go.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
All right. Let's do it. And I personally, one of my favorite things with this assassination contract is the fact that he creates decoys for himself. So, come on. I know I'm selecting the correct thing. I know I am. There we go. Alright. Just have to get to a spot where I'm able to see things.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No, you simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings? You'd do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good! Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
And you can tell that each of those men doesn't have the pouch on him, but it's really hard to distinguish them at a distance. And I personally do like getting everybody, just because I think it's meaningful too. But what you'll see, if I can find him. Nope, it's gonna make it difficult to find him. There we go. But we can look at Eagle Vision. We'll see that he's just an enemy. He is not our target. And I'm still gonna get everybody, just to take care of them all. Because, in general, I would say this is a pretty terrible way to approach knowledge policing.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
Yep. And again, we see that he's just an enemy. And we just have 3 knives left. And 2 more decoys. But you can see how quickly you can work through all this if you just power through it. And yeah, you can see he is not our target, but a decoy.
Leave, peasant, before I make you. Leave now.
There we go. Just because I want to be able to use my throwing knives for these guys. And yep, he is red. So just one of the decoys. Oh, you're kidding me, really?
No, you must not trespass here. Filthy heretic!
There we go. I'll get this flag.
Agreed to believe based on nothing more than the words of men and women long since done to
Going to get low again. Low enough that I can actually get this guy.
believe, absent logic and evidence, we submit for no...
There we go. And then our final... The final one who remains is actually Jubair. So, we can get him. And this would be one of those moments where if they had an air assassination, it would be perfect.
You are doing the right
You can
thing.
see that he is
Let
gold.
us cleanse this city of its poisoned past. This is a righteous act, and from the flames shall be born a new era, one of truth.
Will you stop
and
that,
unity,
please?
governed by a singular wisdom.
Gonna hope that he might turn around and give me an easy way to go after him. Nope. Other way. There we go. Nice and easy.
Why? Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. It's an illness for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you are rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
Yeah, the correlation to Fahrenheit 451 gets me every time. Because the whole idea with that is that the problems with texts and the reason why texts should be destroyed is that they promote complex thinking, essentially. And it is through that complex thought that people become dangerous. Oh, come on. Oh, my word. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, alright. Gotta continue to have a few deaths. Just for fun.
Should you cause a disturbance, it is wise to leave here.
Alright. Well, oh, come on, you stupid thing! Literally trying to run away. Literally trying to run away. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That was totally stupid. Getting ourselves back to our starting point with this assassination. Come on. It literally makes no sense that so many of these people are joining the pursuit of me, but we'll ignore that. And we're close enough to the bureau at this point that this will be fairly simple. Just gonna let all these guys hop down. Come on. Jump down. Not sure why it took him so long to jump down, but... Alright. Here we go. And back down into the bureau to finish this off, and then we'll be going back to the modern day for a bit, I believe.
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
And he finally stops being sarcastic. Always
to a
good.
more recent one.
And, yep. Oh. Yep, there we go. There's the removal from the Animus. Come on.
Not a lot of time, Vidic.
Understand there's a narrow launch window.
Wherever it's hidden, time to retrieve it.
I'm working on it.
And when it's done,
He'll be taken care of.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do. So you've got the rest of the night to yourself.
Alright. Well. That was a new voice. Well, what can you tell me, Lucy?
I think there's a problem with the Animus.
Nope, it's working fine.
Pretty sure it just ejected me
I'm
when
pretty
it...
sure you should shut up.
You ready to finally tell me what's going on?
We have to stop them, Desmond. When they access that last memory of yours, they're just getting started. They want to change everything. The way we live, the way we think, the way we are. You've gotten the lecture from Vidic about what's wrong with the world, how we need order and discipline, so they're going to give it to us. Only we don't have a say in the matter.
How?
The Templar treasure. They think it...
Miss Stillman?
I'm here.
I need you to upload Desmond's files to the database.
Got it.
All right. Well, I still want to talk with you, Lucy.
So what? You're using me to find this Templar treasure? What do they call it? The Piece of Eden?
Yes.
Well, it's looking like it's at Messiah, so I don't know why they're wasting all this time with me. Why don't they just send their people to pick it up?
They can't. It's not that simple. The artifact from Messiah, they had it. It was destroyed in the accident.
Then what are they hoping for me? You know, for my ancestor to tell them?
They're hoping he'll show them where the other ones are.
You mean there's more than one of these things?
Oh, Desmond, you have no idea.
Is there a problem, Miss
No,
Stillman?
Warren. Everything's Denver on my end.
Then, where are the files?
God,
I've got to move these files before he gets suspicious. We'll talk more later.
Wait, what's that mean, everything's Denver?
It means everything's fine.
Why Denver?
It's a reference to Denver International Airport. There's an underground facility there. It's where the accident happened.
And that's a fun little reference to all the conspiracy theories surrounding DIA.
Aren't you tired?
Oh, fine. I guess I am tired, Lucy. And I'll come back out and do a little bit more of an investigating myself. Alright. I always appreciate how you can do this right away, even though logically time would have had to pass. Like, there's no way that Lucy was not still there. Let's see here. Let's see what all we can find. So, looks like we have 3 new things. So, security. Can't access the computer, wants a password. Alright, let's go back all the way from the start here. So, from Alan Ricken. Warren, I've downloaded our analysis of your latest findings onto the secure terminal in the conference room. It is critical that you review it and get back to us with any additional comments. We cannot continue with the search until you sign off. Please make this a priority. Can't access computer, wants a password. I'll call security for you. Check your email shortly. And we just get the password right there. 000062677. And that, kids, is why you never email passwords or send passwords through some sort of unsecured network. False alarm. Jane Burkham. Everything okay? Wow, you've been watching the news. Stock is going to take a hit from this for sure. Want to grab lunch today? Classified information. Guess the shit's really hit the fan this time. Someone managed to leak a bunch of documents on the fluoride enhancement studies, and now the pharmaceuticals division is under investigation by the feds. They've shut the entire place down. Did you see what was in those reports? What the hell were they thinking? They pretty much poisoned an entire town. Alright. That is about the policy. And goodness, that still feels a little bit of, I mean, it's not in regard to things that are being put in the water, but certainly water treatment and lack thereof in the modern day is very normal. It's about these idiots in the pills division. We're putting out a press release about the satellite, telling them launch has been delayed until the 21st so we can make improvements to the coverage area. Some stuff about less dropped calls, for the benefit of our consumers, of course. Let's make sure we get what you need in time to meet the new launch window. Alright. Then, Abstergo news. Hundreds hospitalized in wake of water tampering scandal. Abstergo Holdings stands accused of secretly manipulating a small town's water supply in order to test a synthetic drug referred to internally as new fluoride. And Nation mourns the loss of Final Film Studio. History was made today with the closing of the country's last movie studio. The rising prominence of video games coupled with rampant piracy are considered to be the leading causes of its demise. So, kind of a little bit of the book burning there in the modern day to a certain degree. But those seem to be the new things. And we've already looked at those as well. So let's take a look at Lucy's computer. And I might see if we can get into the conference room. don't know if we're able to yet. Okay, so got something there. Wonder why it is everyone laughs at you? I'll let you guess. Let's just say she's probably getting it bigger and better from someone else that isn't you. How can you hope to compete? Rest assured, there are some good ways. Click on the link to see. Starting with, can you send rescue? Good, keep it that way for now. No. Does he know about us? They're using him to locate another artifact. I have been delaying, but they are close now. What about Desmond? Our minds. What do you mean, everything? Low Earth orbit transmitter for artifact. Extension of conditioned response experiments from 5 years ago. If successful, they control everything. Okay. What is the purpose of launch? At least 20 dead in accident. Assume this is site of launch. If not launch, then certainly assemble should try and infiltrate. This is a lot of communication all in one day. Need intel on DIA event. So, this is giving us info about the satellite they're launching, and also looking like it's a case of decoding. And going back up here to the first message, we can decode it. We will be there soon. All the capital letters. So, very interesting. And I don't think we had anything new here in the inbox. So, definitely interesting stuff. Let's take a look. Nope, can't get in there yet. I couldn't remember if we could now or if it's after the next bit of memory. So, let's pop into bed and go on to the next piece of the puzzle. And still lots of red stuff in our vision.
Time's wasting, Mr. Miles.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're nearly done, you know.
And then what?
You'll see. Maybe they'll even let you watch when it begins. It's not as terrible as you think.
Look, I know you're not gonna let me leave. So why not tell me what's going on? Humor me.
I'm not an idiot, Mr. Miles. I think you've already learned quite a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
All right, let me ask you something else then.
Yes?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Animus, sometimes it seems wrong. Untrue, like the history is off somehow. It doesn't
what, Mr. Miles? Match up with what you read on an online encyclopedia? What your high school history teacher taught you? Let me ask you something. Do these supposed experts have access to secret knowledge kept hidden from the rest of us?
There are books, letters, documents, all sorts of source material from back then. Some of it seems to contradict what the Animus is showing me.
Anyone can write a book, and they can put whatever they want on its pages. Anything. Used to be, we thought the world was flat.
Some people still do.
Yes, and they publish books about it. Or that the moon landing was a hoax. I believe there's also a book claims the world was created in 7 days. A bestseller, too.
Where's this going, Doc?
The point, I suppose, is that you shouldn't trust everything you hear, everything you read. What's that your ancestors said? Nothing is true.
Everything is permitted.
Yes, exactly. It's part of what makes the Animus so spectacular. There's no room for misinterpretation.
There's always room.
Touché, Mr. Miles. Now that I've answered your question, can we begin?
All right. I'm going to do my usual check and make sure that can't do any additional interaction. So it's always good to check. Oh, he has a new pen. Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright. Get into the Animus before he starts yelling. We know the drill. And this will be
Use free running
going
to escape from
after
a fight
Robert
when
de
exposed.
Sable, finally.
Sprint to lose your enemies, and jump through merchant stands to avoid the crowd.
Come on, Animus. Load her up. There we go.
Come in, my student. We have much to discuss. We are close, Altair. Robert de Sable is now all that stands between us and victory. It is his mouth gives the orders. His hand pays the gold. With him dies the knowledge of the Templar treasure and any threat it might pose.
I still don't understand how a simple bit of treasure could cause so much chaos.
The peace of Eden is temptation given form. Merely look at what it's done to Robert. Once he tasted of its power, the thing consumed him. He saw not a dangerous weapon to be destroyed, but a tool. One that would help him realize his life's ambition.
He dreamed of power then?
Yes and no. He dreamed, still dreams, like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Peace is something to be learned, to be understood, to be embraced.
He would force it.
And rob us of our free will in the process.
Strange to think of him in this way.
Never harbor hate for your victims, Altair. Such thoughts are poison, and will cloud your judgment.
Could he not be convinced, then, to end his mad quest?
I spoke to him in my way, through you. What was each killing if not a message? But he has chosen to ignore us.
Then there's only one thing left to do.
Jerusalem is where you faced him first. It's where you'll find him now. Let this final offering lend you strength. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.
All right. And that observation of the similarity. So more damage and more throwing knives, always good. And again, if only it gave more ways to use the hidden blade. But we will off to Jerusalem and I'll speak to Malik. And I think I'll call the episode there. Because it feels fitting for the full 2-episode treatment for Robert. So we will go at it with that. So come on, leap of faith. This is the first time I've ever just used this path every time I hop down, so weird little bit of consistency on my part. But obviously Robert de Sable is one of the more iconic real historical figures that we are dealing with. He was a Grand Master of the Templar Order. And he, I believe, if I remember correctly, he was killed during the Battle of Arsuf, which is temporally around the time that we are dealing with right now. So, one of those cool moments, and that is the nature of many of the historical figures, is that they died at the Battle of Arsuf. So, manipulating the history in a subtle way to suit the narrative of the game. And off to Jerusalem we go.
When you're out of knives, refill your stock by returning to Messiah, or by pickpocketing thugs.
Chester doesn't want to be in the video, I guess. He keeps squeaking at me, but doesn't seem to want to be in the video. Come on, game. Come on. Load. This isn't that complicated. There we go. Alright. I don't want to run into people, I swear. There we go. Oops. Sorry. That was an accident, I swear. Alright. That I did not actually run into. That was silly. Alright. Let's do this. Blend our way in, per usual. Gonna let me blend. Come on. There we go. And then, yeah, we'll talk to Malik. Maybe get one viewpoint taken care of, and then call this an episode. Nice and simple. Nothing overly complicated. For we finally are at our final assassination contract. There we go. Up we go. Oh boy. I got a flag there. Might as well get it. I think it is fun to run on buildings. That's what I'm thinking. Obviously. Since everyone seems to think that I'm being childish, we'll make it about fun. No reason to not get rid of him, really. There we go. Oh boy. And almost there. All right, Malik. Let's see what you have to say.
Safety and peace, Altair.
Upon you as well, brother.
Seems fate has a funny way with things.
So it's true then. Robert de Sable is in Jerusalem.
I've seen the knights myself.
Only misfortune follows that man. If he's here, it's because he intends ill. I won't give him the chance to act.
Do not let vengeance cloud your thoughts, brother. We both know no good can come of that.
I have not forgotten. You have nothing to fear. I do not seek revenge, but knowledge.
Truly, you are not the man I once knew.
My work has taught me many things, revealed secrets to me. But there are still pieces of this puzzle I do not possess.
What do you mean?
All the men I've laid to rest have worked together, united by this man. Robert has designs upon the land. This much I know for certain. But how and why, when and where, these things remain out of reach.
Crusaders and Saracens working together?
They are none of these things, but something else. Templars.
The Templars are a part of the Crusader army.
Or so they'd like King Richard to believe. No, their only allegiance is to Robert de Sable and some mad idea that they will stop the war.
You spin a strange tale.
You have no idea, Malik. But tell me where they've been seen. I should be after him before he slips away.
3 places I can say for certain. West of here, near both a guard tower and a hospital. And to the southwest, at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. See what you can learn. I will do the same.
I'll be quick as I can.
Stay safe, my friend.
And Malik has gone through quite the transformation. Alright. So, going west. Let's do it. I don't know if you can hear Chester squeaking, but he is squeaking up a storm. What's up, buddy? Hi. What's up, little dude? Whoopsie. Well, now that I see that flag, might as well get the flag. Alright. Let's go after this area over here. I can hear some saved citizens. I'm gonna get this flag over here as well because I see it. Oh, I thought I would have been able to do a better job getting up there. Alright, let's get this viewpoint here, and then we will call it an episode. But we are getting right close to the end now, folks. Very exciting. Uh-oh. Hi, Chester. What's up? You did want to be in the video. Let's not get on my desk, though. No, Chester. Chester. Alright, guys. I'm going to let this viewpoint happen and then call it an episode. Thank you always for watching. Follow the links down below to the Facebook page and Discord server. And subscribe so that you always know when I have new videos coming out. But I have to keep the cat from messing up my desk. See you next time.